Hi everyone. It is raining at my house, and I hope that the rain sounds aren't that audible for today's video. But anyway, today we're going to be using a website called Tinkercad, and today, instead of doing a 2D artwork, we'll be making some 3D artwork. Here is a happy little frog that I have made in Tinkercad before. But this is actually an old account that I used once. I'm going to sign out of it and sign in with a different account. Okay, when you come onto the website for Tinkercad, you're going to go to sign in, and you can go ahead and just use your Google account to sign into Google. I'm already logged into Google for Google Classroom, so it's just going to go ahead and log me in automatically. And you'll come to this screen. You're going to click Create New Design, and this is your work plane, this big blue square. Up here is a little cube where you can move your camera or your work plane around to get a different view. Okay, it's up to you what you choose to make. Try to make it something representational. So something that is from real life, like that little frog character I made. You can make a house, you could try to make a flower. It's up to you. But basically, in Tinkercad you get these basic shapes to start making things out of. For my frog, I use just a basic cone for the body, and then I use just a basic sphere for the head. I'm just going to be using the basic shapes, okay? And what you need to do is choose a shape. I'm going to start with this box, and then you click it, and then you drag it onto your work plane, wherever you want it to be. I'm going to put this one here by the edge. Instead of having it all the way on the edge, I'm going to bring all of my stuff towards the middle. It's a lot easier for me to work on this stuff when it's in the middle. Put this one here by the edge. You can choose a color for it. I'm going to make it green. You can change the size or how round it is. I'm going to keep mine really boxy. You can change how big or wide it is. You could also change how big or the shape of it using, when you click on the box here, you have these little squares, right? So if you drag this square, it brings it out this way. This can make it go in and out this way, and the different squares on the different sides, you can change and drag them to make it bigger or smaller. If this is going to be a house that I'm building, then I might want to put a roof on it by bringing a triangle in here. Okay, so I'm going to put the triangle next to my square, and then I want to bring it up and put it on top of my square. I'm actually going to change the color. Let's make it purple. And then to bring it up, there's this arrow that's above it. So I'm going to bring it up and try to get it about level with my square, and then I can drag it over, and I'm going to try to fit it onto the roof. I'm going to change my camera angle and zoom out. And I'm going to drag this side out to match, drag this side out to match, drag this side out, and then change where I'm looking at it. And that looks like it fits pretty well on top as my roof. If I want to make a door or a window, I'm going to press the delete key or this delete button up here to get rid of a shape that I don't want. If I wanted to make a window, I can bring in another little box. And it kind of looks like it's popping out of the house a little bit. Alright, try to bring it in. But that's okay. It actually looks like a house so far. Alright, I'm gonna keep working on this house. Obviously it needs a little bit. But if I want to select all of my stuff, I can. And instead of having it all the way on the edge, I'm gonna bring all of my stuff towards the middle. It's a lot easier for me to work on this stuff when it's in the middle. As I found out, just with the camera getting all the way to the edge, it makes it a little bit more difficult. So I would actually recommend you putting your things in the middle. Now that I can see in the middle, I can see better that this window is not where it needs to be. So I'm going to drag that closer to the house. This program is going to take some getting used to. So instead of having it due today, I'm actually going to have it due tomorrow on Friday so that you have time to spend today, Thursday, working with it. You can save it, come back to it, spend some time working on it on Friday also. Okay, so whatever you choose to make, work on it for maybe half an hour today, maybe spend a half an hour tomorrow working on it. An hour working with this program, you should have time to kind of get used to it and to make something that is kind of cool. Whenever you've finished, you're going to click on Send To, and then just up the top here, picture of your design. You're going to press this little download button and then save it to your computer. And then once you're finished, you can even come up here and rename it. I'm going to name it Marin's House. Okay, that's where your name goes. You can come up here to recent designs. This will be saved in your designs already. But you could even just click on the Tinkercad. And then here's that. I could always come back and keep working on it just by clicking on it and then tinker this. This download button, it gives you files that you can use with a 3D printer. So if you want to just take a picture of it, which you'll need for your digital portfolio, then you will need to go back into Tinker it like I was in the work mode before, and then click on the button like I showed you to save the picture of it. And then since you're logged in now to work, you can log out of Tinkercad whenever you're finished working for the day. Okay. Okay, so your digital portfolio at this point, by Friday, should have your auto draw, something from Bomomo, and something from Tinkercad. In Tinkercad, when you save the picture that you get is whatever pose you have it in. So if you have like the back of if you made like a frog, if you have the back of the frog facing your camera, that's the picture you're going to have. So before you save the picture, just make sure it's facing a direction where you can see it well so that you'll have a nice picture of it. At this point, we don't need to keep submitting our portfolios every day because I can see the changes that you make in Drive. So when I X out of here, I don't have to resubmit it to the digital portfolio, but I will just come to the assignment page and click submit. So for example, for the Bomomo, since I've already uploaded that picture to my portfolio, I'm just going to do mark as done so that Mr. Marin can go over to my digital portfolio, because I can see all of your portfolios in my Drive. This one is my student account, so I can't see it here, but in my teacher account, I can see your digital portfolio. So when I see that you've marked Tinkercad or Bomomo as finished, then I'll go check your portfolio and make sure that it is there. Have a great rest of your Thursday.